Bienvenidos, estoy en Aguascalientes, and that is about all the Spanish I know. In fact, I probably didn't get that right, but I feel pretty good because I'm in the center here in this like little workout area, and these girls just catcalled me. I swear to God, it was awesome. I guess setting up the camera was a cool thing. But this is my Facebook Live for today. It is May 17th, 2017. I'm Steve Mayeda, and follow me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, on all our different podcasts that are listed down below. In fact, even while in Mexico, I've been able to post up daily podcasts on the Daily Awesome and on the Sexual Life podcast, so check those out. Today, what I want to talk about is something that's been going on in our Austin men's development group that is kicking off pretty crazy, and Ryan posted up something yesterday on May 16th. I'm not sure if this thread will still be hot, but if you're not part of the group, you can go and find it down below. And he was talking about a lot of stuff. In fact, this thread has so many different things to talk about, but we were talking about monogamy and when we felt it was time to actually settle down. And a lot of things got brought up because one thing that's interesting on the AMD group is it's a free group, so there's guys that aren't really, hey, there you are! Shh. You gotta love that. You gotta love that, man. I hope they come back. It's like four of them. God. Let me just tell you, if you like Latin women, where I've been so far, in Torreon and in Aguas, they're pretty beautiful. In any case, great cities. So the thing is that they were talking about this in terms of monogamy, and there's a lot of guys on the board who aren't really good with women, but there's a couple that have experienced a lot of dating. And one of the things is when you're a guy that's had a lot of women, whether you're a player or you're just somebody that, has had a lot of experience with women and hasn't made it a huge part of your life, is that it's hard to find a good woman. And when do you settle down? And when you do find a good woman, you still want that chase. And I talk a lot about monogamy, and I've been in a monogamous relationship for the last 5 years. And it's tough. But here's the thing, all right? For a long time, I thought monogamy was impossible because it was for me, all right? What makes my monogamous relationship possible is that, number one, she's a good woman. Number two, both of us are in the right place to want this. We wanted it, right? We were able to make it happen. And then also, I think age has a lot to do with it. Okay, our brains change, our drives change. At 30 years old, at 34 years old, I wanted these things, but I wasn't able to have them. And for some people, that might be at 40 or whatever. I also, and as well as Maria, she had a lot of experience with men and dating before she met me. So that's another huge thing. And so when guys go into this and force themselves into, wanting to be monogamous or wanting to be a player, what you have to realize is these phases are going to change within your life. There's not one thing that's better than the other. So monogamy isn't better than, non-monogamy or polyamory or celibacy or whatever. It's what's good for you right now. And so your discipline as a man is you need to be able to learn to differentiate that and hold yourself to that. What I am always against is that when we make our lives about a cause or an ideology or some sort of cookie cutter plan, like for instance, if I sit there and say, well, monogamy is great because it's great for me now, and I start listing all the things that could be good for you or should be good for you, and you listen to that, man, you are living my life and not yours. Now, when we don't know, we have to follow other people, but at the same time, the thing is that, man, we need to learn to walk our own path. I see so many men reaching for an ideal or reaching for a way. And I did the same thing too when I didn't know. But all of your wisdom is going to come from you building your life on your own. So for myself, how I came about monogamy, man, I had a lot of experience. I mean, I own a website called The Sexual Life. That I own a business that's been teaching men's dating and sex help and relationship help for the past 11 years. So, I have a lot of experience with that. I was ready. I also met somebody that was really good. Now, part of this thread started out that Ryan posted was because there aren't many good women out there. There's a lot of good women who have good bodies or good personalities or good lifestyles or are good with you, but it's hard to mix all four of those things or the many other things that make a relationship work into one. That is rare, and was rare for me. And literally after hundreds of women, there's probably less than 10 that I could say were really good for me, all right? Now, that being said, that's my taste. Your taste might be different. It might be even more slim for you, but I doubt it. It might be a little bit better. That also being said, this isn't because women are bad. This isn't because men and women aren't made to be monogamous. This isn't because some society constraint. At some point in your life, your views on sex and relationships are going to change. I was also older. I slowed down a lot. I was also somebody that, I was talking about this, I had kids originally when I was 28. I wasn't ready for that. But come 35, come 36, come 37, absolutely ready. Come 39, having a family has a totally different meaning to me. And being a father and, being around my sons and taking on that responsibility, totally different perspective. But I had to wait there and live life to get it. I've been saying this a lot because I heard it a lot. I heard it on the Amy Winehouse documentary. Man, life will show you how to live it. You just got to stay alive long enough to let it. Life is going to show you how to be a man. It's going to show you how to have relationships. It's going to show you the different desire for different things, whether that's having kids or whether that's, having the types of relationships that you want. Your job is to live it and follow those pursuits and ambitions, no matter how confusing they might be. That means getting in relationships and giving it your all like I did so many times, even though my all may have been very flawed at times, and then realizing it doesn't work, and going through those struggles. So these ideas that we confront as men and even as women, to be able to move into different views of ourselves, the main thing is that we are ourselves and that we allow our life to live it rather than living somebody else's template. In any case, follow me personally on Facebook. I don't accept any more friend requests unless I know you or I'm working directly with you. Also, our Men's Development Excellence Program, awesome. And we're stepping that up big time with multiple calls during the week. It's literally the best men's group that you can find. And if it's not for you, that's fine. You can opt out very easily. The free groups that we have, the Awesome Men's Development Board, and also our daily Awesome Podcast, which is a running dialogue of masculinity. It's basically us talking about what we talk about on our live calls. It's super cool. You can plug into that on iTunes, Stitcher, and also find the videos on YouTube, as well as the Sexual Life Podcast, which talks about sex, dating, and literally everything a man would want to know about sex, dating, and relationships. It's all there for you. In any case, signing off. I'll get back to this. Man, I really wish those chicks would come back and give me a ride. They were hot. Didn't see them up close, but man, I sure as hell wanted. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.